Nah, listen, come on.
You wanna know what's funny? To be acknowledged by a psychic as being accurate and people still calling me a liar, but they'll believe her. You'll believe the psychic that got her information from the ether somewhere, but the person who was actually there is the liar.
And because of that incident, Puffy got fired from Uptown.
Yes, he did. We put him on suicide watch.
Oh, he wanted to kill himself.
Yeah.
They did their job. He's a sex worker. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tapes.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch. That's weird.
Jaguar Wright just shared some shocking footage revealing what really happened between Usher and Diddy, and it's big news. This is the kind of gossip that will have people talking for weeks. Jaguar has been exposing the dark side of the music industry, but this latest reveal takes it to a whole new level.
Out of prison, though.
Yeah.
I mean...
Shame she ain't got no control over it. If she did, A$AP Rocky would be driving different cars than he is.
See, when they make you look at it. When they make you look at it. What? So hold on, wait. So Rihanna has Fenty.
Just like
what's the Kardashian sister's name?
Bebe got the she got the Mercy. Was it the Cersei Mercy?
Yeah. The Kylie Jenner, that's her name. Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, she going broke.
Damn it, she has.
You didn't hear? Ain't nobody buying that shit no more. Travis stopped wanting her and everybody stopped wanting her makeup. Come to find out they wasn't even living together. It was all a front. She bought the house so people would think he lived there, but he's done come out and said he'd much rather have Marilyn Manson than well, that was getting him somewhere.
I mean, I go back to him and Tiger had a whole fight. Maybe not over her, but they had a whole fight.
Do you believe in that Timothy Chalamet shit too?
Oh,
you think he likes her?
I like Doom too. All right, Jaguar back on the couch.
Hey! On the couch wearing shoes.
For those that always love to, see what the, yeah,
see my feet? Do they look dirty? Because they say I always have my dirty feet on the couch.
We don't pay no attention.
That's what they say. So guess what? I wore shoes.
Come on now.
And now I'm gonna take my feet.
Get comfortable.
And I'm gonna put them on this musty, dirty, funky couch that
all
I
the adjectives.
destroyed.
All the adjectives. So here we go.
Cause I smell like fish sandwiches in my nether regions.
God damn.
Yeah.
So you be in the comments, really? Like you be like, okay, all right. Let's
it's always the same people. It really doesn't matter. Them and all 20 of their personalities on all of their 40 accounts.
We're gonna blame the Chinese. All right.
Yeah. Do that.
Are we not? Are we not? They got the farm.
No, he said we're gonna blame Egg Foo Young because it still don't make no sense. Okay,
come on now. We're
gonna clean that up as best as we can.
Let's get right to it. We got to get down to business, man, because 2024 Jaguar Wright has been your year in the sense that you have awoken something in people that they didn't know that was there, which is a yearning for the truth, a yearning for what's really going on. It's almost like when you watch The Wizard of Oz and you see, again, it goes from Technicolor, black and white to Technicolor, but you get down to the wizard and he unveils everything that you thought was real is all.
Yeah.
And you are technically playing the role of Oz right now. You are giving us an inside look on things that people either didn't know they wanted to know, or they're just intrigued about in the sense of the way your storytelling about it goes. First and foremost, you know, some people always want to say, hey, Jaguar comes on this couch. How does she know? Again, we already talked about this, so we already talked about how you know, but it's more so how much do you know now? And
isn't it funny every time we meet somebody new that I put all of us in the soup with? Every time I talk to them, doesn't it seem like I always seem to know something they think I shouldn't or didn't think that I would know?
Every single time.
Every single time.
And those who ask,
you want to know what's funny?
please.
If I was from London and I was Caucasian and my name was Sloan, people would be okay with it.
Nice. Come on.
Jaguar Wright has been determined to expose Diddy, and she's not slowing down anytime soon. For the past few years, she's been on a mission to reveal the truth, and Diddy has been one of her main focuses. If you've been keeping up with the drama, you know Jaguar isn't scared to share secrets about anyone, but she's been especially outspoken about Diddy, and for good reason.
You want to know what's funny? To be acknowledged by a psychic as being accurate and people still calling me a liar, but they'll believe her. You'll believe the psychic that got her information from the ether somewhere, but the person who was actually there is the liar. That's weird.
Is it the delivery? Is it the...
No, I think it's the payment. I think Sean Carter's been paying a lot of fucking money to get people to say whatever he wants them to say because that's his greatest talent. Even down to the company that we're working with or been working with right now, View It. We have undeniable evidence that they took money to sideline Jag, to sideline real Jag, to turn away members to make it look like people aren't interested, to owe us 6 figures and refuse to pay us, even though they know we have a lawyer to pay. Even though they sat there and said, you need to stop working with Real Life. They don't have your best interest. They're not paying you what you're worth. You should get away from them. Can you bring them here? Would they be interested in coming here? Yeah.
So Jack, a man with $1 billion says, hey, I want her
Brokest billionaire I ever met in my life.
But if he says, I want her to be quiet.
Easy.
He has the power.
Yeah, to go and pay somebody $5 million to shut down my projects, to stop from coming out, or asking us to turn in our series list, people that we're investigating, so that they could have advanced knowledge, so that they can go back to my enemies and tell them where I'm looking or what I'm looking at. We just started turning in fake names because it became obvious. You're not trying to help us, you're trying to hurt us, but the question is why? And it becomes very simple. A person that used to do business with them is no longer with them because he no longer wanted to do business with Jay-Z and Diddy, which means View It has had ties to Jay-Z and Diddy all along. Want to know what's even more interesting than that? They used my brother Jay French to get to me.
Not French.
Guess who brought him there? The Yin Yang twins, who I know for a fact are government informants.
Not French.
And if you're not sure about it, maybe you should ask Calvin, Wendy Williams' husband, what he did to get them in trouble to make sure they became federal informants. And now they're in Vegas looking for true believer artists and bringing them to a company where there are people who are supposed to be billionaires. And one of the owners looks like he could be Leor Cohen's first cousin. Interesting.
So Jack, before we bring up these big names, let me ask you, why go after the big names if they may have the power to silence you going after them?
Because guess what? If I win, then I win. But I'd rather go down losing with voice. It might embolden other people to come forward.
Jaguar has accused Diddy of everything from taking advantage of artists to being involved in some really shady business behind the scenes.
And speak up. And see, one Jaguar Wright is a problem. Imagine 1,000.
You seem to have opened up. Again, we just spoke with Jonathan Hay, and he thanked you for bringing his voice to light, because he has stories that goes way back to the early days of Rihanna.
That's my job.
And he said you gave him the courage.
What did I tell y'all when we first sat here? I'm gonna keep talking until everyone else is so loud that they can't hear me no more. Wow. That's my job. To make sure that I'm not being drowned out by lies, but I'm being drowned out by the rest of the truth. That's the gig. And after talking with him tonight, I think our relationship is hitting another plateau. Because y'all have been listening to me tell y'all these things, and y'all been hearing everybody calling us liars for doing and saying what we did. And now here is a man that was there. What happens next? Is he gonna be a liar too? Or is he gonna be a liar because he's a liar? Because he lied, because he said this. Now, he just sat there and said that they asked him to fall on his sword. Was he lying? Do y'all think he was lying?
No. His position, where his condition, his everything that's going on about it.
I know what it feels like to be duct taped in a trunk of a car. And I know what it feels like to make a deal that you don't want to make to get out. His PTSD is real.
So let's start with this, Jag.
And Drake, he was working with Drake.
Yeah,
then helping Drake's baby mama, who he was trying to keep on the low, and all of a sudden he in the trunk with his daughter. Come on.
Man.
There was some shit going on with Triple X Stacey and what a Drake baby. There wasn't it. And Aubrey.
So, Jag, as we get started.
And Aubrey putting hits out on goddamn PR reps.
Yeah, no. It's wild.
Because that's really what it's looking like, ain't it, Drake? Am I reaching?
The man said it.
They not like us.
They not like us.
They not like us.
And I love that song, because now every time I hear somebody say, I'm sick and tired of they not like us, it's because you not like us.
Yep.
You like them. That's why you don't like this song. Like, it was crazy. No, literally, we went to go eat the other day. We not gonna say the restaurant because I ain't trying to put them on social blast.
Okay.
But one Drake song came on, right? I'll say this, we were in Bishop Arts. One Drake song came on, and then another Drake song came on. And then when it got to the third one, is this a Drake, is this a Drake playlist? Could you turn on something else? And she's like, was there anything else? So we got the Beyonce playlist.
There you go.
Yeah, but it had all of the freak off victims on it. You know, Usher was like, we were just sitting up there. Who's the next victim on the playlist? And he, you won't break my soul. You won't break my soul.
Damn. Can we talk? No, let me stop.
No.
Let me stop.
No, it was Confessions. They played Usher Confessions. Confess that Lifetime Achievement Award was a hush payment for your asshole and all of the many years of abuse. Because that wasn't no lifetime. I'm still mad. People say, why you say that about Usher?
Okay. So
I'm mad that people aren't more mad at Usher.
For what?
Because somewhere along the way he went from a victim to a procurer.
She's been revealing shocking details, claiming to know the truth behind some of the biggest controversies in Diddy's career. And let's be honest, the music industry has been nervous ever since Jaguar started speaking out.
That, Usher was groomed by Diddy.
He wasn't only groomed by Diddy, he was groomed by L.A. Reid, the rest of them too, man. Because they knew what happened. Then they came out and brought him back, and all of a sudden, he's getting all the great tracks. He's getting all the songs. They making him into this star, even though he may have been abused.
They seem to be pretty good friends.
Well, they probably is.
I mean, they did a lot of work together, man, throughout their whole career. Puff was early in his career. Puff and Usher were working together when Usher was just a kid, all the way up. I mean, I think there's videos from not too long ago when they were together, and Puff is making jokes about how they used to wrestle for the Frosted Flakes in the morning, and
yeah, I bet they did. Somebody frosted somebody frosted somebody flakes. Without the milk.
What do you think it is that keeps Usher from coming out or saying anything?
Because, dog, you got to realize in that industry, a lot of people stand back and say, well, it happened to me. That's how some of them people pay their dues. And the people who don't go down like that don't be as great as the Ushers, as the Diddys. It's a way of passage to certain people in the entertainment business.
With all these people coming out against Diddy, do you think more people are going to come out?
It's a lot of people that, you got to realize is that everybody think, everybody's coming out now. It's a lot of people that wanted to bring stuff out long time ago, but the lawyers wouldn't take it. The lawyers wouldn't deal with it. Cassie opened up a floodgate for lawyers to look at people's cases now and say, yeah, we might could get some money out of that. We might could do that. Yeah, he did abuse you. Nobody really cared at first. But now they see that a lot of this stuff may have some truth to it and the people can be paid for it. They're coming out.
I've seen that you've actually talked to some victims behind the scenes.
Yep.
I mean, without naming any names, what all can you tell me about that?
Well, I don't want to talk about what they confided in me, but it's a lot of stuff that has been going on. And like there's tapes that are running around with women. There's tape that is running around with women and they want to get a hold of those tapes. So they could bring them, to the lawyers. And those tapes do exist. But it's going to be hard for them to get. Because a lot of people don't want them to know that they was in those tapes and they was a part of it. But it is what it is.
Speaking of tapes, Little Rod says he has a ton of video footage and that Diddy had him following him with a camera, doing all types of these illegal activities. Was there cameras around a lot back in the day?
Nah. Back in the day, they didn't do that. They didn't even allow people to take pictures, Harley. So we didn't have those cameras like that. There was a few cameramen, Alex and this Spanish dude, they was allowed to take certain pictures, but only when you told, they asked you to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Okay, well-
there's footage. There's footage. I have a tape of the party that Diddy gave after Shine was convicted.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Diddy threw a party for him beating his case. I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything on there, or it's just a normal party?
Just a normal party.
I mean, you know, was this just a normal party, or was this like a Diddy party?
It's a normal party. It's a normal Diddy party. Cause you gotta realize he was normal back then. He was
Okay.
he was the normal Diddy back then. Now he brother love.
Okay, well, I guess there was a situation with Diddy and a rapper, and they were in a hotel room for hours.
Who was that?
That you kind of talked about. I believe it was Ja Rule.
Nah, bro. No, stop it. Yo, Cam. Diddy had Sarah and Sarah's girlfriend, right? He was trying to use them to go at Ja Rule so Ja Rule could go at Jay-Z. He was trying to set Ja up and try to have those girls, you know, throw themselves on Ja Rule in the hotel room, and they was all in the room together. When I got into an altercation with a guy who tried to get in the room, Puff and Ja Rule ran out. And when they ran out, because of the commotion, they was grabbing towels because they was naked when they came out. So he was in there, they both was in there with women.
Okay, I see. I kind of seen you touch on this a little bit, but there was, you know, with the whole Wolf and BMF situation.
Well,
is there anything you could talk about with that?
Yeah, I'll talk about that. Wolf wanted to move on and started a club. Him and a guy, Mike Sally, was going to invest in this club. It was 321 they was going to buy.
That's gross. Why is Usher still staying quiet? Why isn't he saying anything?
To a head turner. Like, let's just be honest about Usher. Is he a victim? Or is he a cooperating agent?
I think we saw the moment he turned into.
Let's be honest.
It's when Diddy put his arm around him and said,
We all know
Hey.
that chili was a PR relationship. We know that, right? That chili wasn't real. Him and Chili.
Oh yeah, you said Chili.
That wasn't. Who believes that was real?
I don't. Hands? No hands? Okay, all right.
Now, it all looked cute, older, hot, sexy woman, younger guy. And both very good looking people.
Yes.
So fuck did he end up with that after that?
His baby mama?
Let's be clear. He was still a young man. Let's be clear. He was still a young man and he was Usher. So if there was vanity involved, how do you go from Chili to and don't say it's true love?
She was.
I tell you what I do know. I tell you how I know how he goes from Chili to that thief. You know she a thief. You want to know how his wife, what was her name, Tamika? You want to know how she was known in the styling game? As the that stole everything. That's how she was able to do more video shoots and she had clothes because she was robbing.
Whoa, whoa.
This was a retail queen turned stylist.
Damn.
That's who that is. Boosted her way And she was down with the freak wild.
That's what I always heard. It was like, it was never about what the relationship had. It was always about what she had on him.
She knew what was going on in his. She had pictures. She learned very well from Kim Porter. See, Kim was one of the first girls who was brave enough to get tapes and get what she needed to get. You understand? This is commerce. This is bank exchange on flesh and pride and ego. Tamika knew she could get Usher because she had evidence of what he was doing with the diddler. And guess what? Rather than going to the police and doing the right thing when that boy drowned on Lake Lanier, Usher did nothing for his stepchild. Matter of fact, I know for a fact he paid money to have that investigation shut down. And there has been talks that she was willing to sacrifice her child to get ahead. Now, don't forget, not long after that, she went into the coma. You remember she's in the coma? Because she got banished off. She had to get that plastic surgery cheap. She did. That's why she went out of country. Because she was told over here in the States that nobody would perform that ceremony. It was too dangerous for her, that surgery. It was too dangerous for her, and that went somewhere else. She kept going until she got somewhere with it, and they fixed up real good. And guess what? Not long after that, her and Usher was over. Yeah. Wasn't no love there. It's blackmail. Now look at this androgynous, manly looking white now. She's looking a whole lot like Omari Hardwick's wife, who truly looks like the little dude from across the street. Little white dude. Straight hips, you know. Boyish hips on a grown-ass woman. Well, I'm supposed to believe pushed out children and your shit went back to number 2 hip status. That's
Just speaking about Usher, why do you think he just goes around, on the concert looking for women that have?
because it makes him look straight. I just told this man a whole conversation that I heard backstage at one of them where and somebody called Aaron Hall a crackhead, and he said, so what? I smoke crack, I like a god on crack. He's like, give me some crack and I'll out of you right now.
Who was this?
Aaron Hall said that.
Oh,
yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he been wilding lately.
Yeah, he was saying that to a man though. That's the thing. And he says it a lot.
Oh. Shout out Aaron Hall.
These motherfuckers,
shit.
They do all of this wild shit, G. Women are props or procurers. Pretend to be my girlfriend and bring us more victims. Like Carisha.
She just
And that interview.
She just she said, I'm gonna do, before I bring out season 2, I'm gonna bring myself to the red table. I mean, not the red table.
See?
Carisha, please.
No, you said it right.
Yes.
Bull.
Yes, she did the same thing.
The Carisha, the red, all of that. And did he f up everybody but you, huh?
Yeah. She said,
He
I didn't
kicked
see none of that.
everybody's ass.
I didn't see none of that.
You know who she sounds like? His real lover, Stevie J. They sound like they got the same script.
You know, it's hard to say that.
Stevie J ready to go to blows and get his ass whooped by 50. You ain't fighting nothing but a condom.
These creepy stories are crazy. It feels like all TH.
And he struggles to keep them on. Like, it's like this nigga's dirty as like,
So
Stevie Junk.
What did you
Stevie Jerk. Like I don't know.
What did you expect from Carisha on her own show to talk about?
I expected her to not get on that show. I expected her to go away. I expected her to keep running around in underwear and playing card games where she can't even read the numbers and read the on the wheel. Like, please be a whore. Like, just stop. Like, this is the thing. This the thing. Everybody's gonna be mad. And I don't get no fuck. Really, let's be clear. Worker. She was labeled on the logs, her and the JT, the ain't no different than the Diddy dirty. He's always got
on payroll, obviously.
just damn. You got all this going on. You were a whore. you were given the illusion of elevation. Truth is, you got paid all of that money so you wouldn't go to the police. You got paid all of that money to convince more bitches to come and take the damage that you don't want to take on the days when you just want to enjoy the Tootsie without the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you think that was ever going to be real? You're a whore. Go back to being a whore. Stop embarrassing yourself. Because don't nobody believe you or that weird man with a 8 o'clock shadow. Nobody believes y'all. That's a man with a Carisha. How did Diddy? Was Diddy rough with you? Because I know he was rough with me and I loved it. I loved when Diddy beat the out of me. I love it when he slaps me with salami. Did he slap you with salami? Like, this is the real shit. There should have been thought bubbles. And they should have just muted them. Girl, you really think they gonna give me my show after we get Diddy out of here? Carisha, look, I'm trying to get podcast of the year, girl. Look, what I got to do.
I'm still stuck on 8 o'clock shadow.
Liars. Two liars. One that can't get over not being a woman, and the other one that doesn't realize she ain't nothing but a whore. Like, you got two confused people sitting here lying. Like,
Gayle King would never.
That know he ain't cute. That's why he do all the eccentric shit by lying. The real ugly they always go over the top. I'm not lying. It's like with the transgenders. Look at the. Can you imagine Dwayne Wade when he finishes his transformation? It's just, he wants to be a woman still. That's real. You know, and Gabrielle wants to blame Diddy for it. You know, it's Diddy's fault that he's been getting since before he started with her. I don't know. Whatever. My point is, anybody that believed anything that came out of those two mouths, who would chipmunks if Diddy paid them enough. Like, I want you to think about that. If Diddy told Carisha, I want you to get that gerbil head right now, she do it. She do. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And she num for that bread.
Oh, teacher's pet.
I turn that gerbil out, girl.
Oh shit.
This the same that was, I like it when Diddy pees on me. Oh, when Diddy pees on me, I just get a tickle inside.
Oh, don't paint the picture.
Yeah, no, of course he's not. Of course he's not peeing. No, he's not beating on you. He's just pissing on you, doing everything else but be. Get the out of here, bitch.
If you want to be around Diddy, you need two things. You can't be allergic to milk, and you have to be good at handling lies.
To get sucked in the f***ing jaw and find some goddamn dignity. Like, this is some bullshit.
It's crazy when you go back to season 1 where she said she likes getting peed on, and then everything that kind of came out afterwards, you're like, whoa.
I like you when Diddy pees on me.
Like,
It's
whoa,
a part.
wait,
it's
wait
a normal part of our girl. Listen to me. When he get to fart, and I'm like, ooh, it's extras. Like, the f*** out of here. I don't know no bitch that runs around bragging about it. Even the weird that are really into it, they'll do anything to conceal that. So if you're willing to admit that this is on you, what ain't you willing to admit? Because you're saying that because you think that that's bad enough to cover up what he's really doing to you. And your dark motherfucking ass is darker than Cassie. I promise you one thing. It take you a longer time to bruise than to do that. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh yeah, he beat on the girls like Cassie. Get the fuck out of here. You know you dark skin, you know she light skin, you know what it is. Fuck out of here.
So I'll say this.
I don't believe that shit. I guarantee you he stuck his foot up and got some girl to come and finish her off. Like, he's weird.
Not the big.
We're supposed to believe he respected you. You cute. We're supposed to leave there with you how y'all had a respect. Yeah, you need to go and you need to get it together because we can't be together. Yeah, all right.
They had no titles.
Has been playing. Look. Remember how Missy used to say she used to take all her baby dolls and put them up against the wall and pretend they was applauding for her, and that's how she knew she wanted to be famous. Carisha do the same thing. She go to the mirror and she puts on white and pretends she's a virgin. You know, I got morals and I will not be beat on, just peed on. I will not be beat on.
Every day's a new day. Every day's a new day. Let me ask, Diddy.
They need to give her a job at Fox Soul. Teaching Claudia Jordan how to lie with more conviction.
But she works with Revolt, though.
How revolting. Where the church services is ran by the biggest spiritual power bottom in the South. That's cute. That's adorable. I love it.
So
revolting.
Let me ask you, in recent, as far as what's going on in the internet world, Diddy is said, again, it's all alleged that we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I know.
Yeah, someone.
Y'all don't know. I know.
I believe someone has recently, and again, this has not happened yet, but a police report is now being filed by one of the accusers of Diddy to say, let me at least put this on record with the police of what happened. From your knowledge, like what? Because like Cassie, everyone else, there's no police. It's all civil suits. But the first criminal situation that comes to play to where the police will say
they still buying time for all of the people who they don't want to get exposed.
Okay.
No, this is about covering. This is all about covering the people they want to protect. He's the acceptable monster. He's just one of the bigger ones. There's a lot of people that are going to get hurt. Look at poor Jen and Ben.
Poor Jen and Ben. And Jen is...
She really thought she was going to make that story work. She was going to get her little white Irish Catholic boy and she was going to be happily ever after. And him and all of his white friends, and they were going to make... They was going to be the Rat Pack with a bitch. It was going to be great. So much for Susie Sausage Head. I guess she's figuring out that's really her.
It's about fast. So let me ask you this.
That's what she calls women.
Oh.
Susie Sausage Head. AKA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Jennifer Lopez say. That's what she say about the women. She call them the Susie Sausage Head. You want to know what's funny? I bet that's the same thing his first wife, says about her. The white girl. who his family likes.
By the way, when we talk about family, I wonder if Diddy's son is involved in this.
Record that King Combs came out with, where he was coming at 50 and coming at everybody, coming at his dad. Like, how you feel about that record?
Well, first I want to say to this young man, before somebody take his head off, because see, that's that new school bull crap that these kids out here, they easy to fly off their mouth with that. You don't invite a man to your private. You don't invite a man to your private unless you doing the Diddy. If two men lay down, how many homos get up? Let me tell you, young man, 2 of them. You understand? So don't invite a man to your private, because that man will see you and take your head off. Especially somebody like 50. You don't send or let a boy do a man's job. I don't know if he need that type of attention or he want that type of attention. Evidently he do. But 50 is the wrong dude that you want to do that type of attention, get that kind of attention from, bro. In the infamous words of Waka Flocka, that nigga go hard in the paint. And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not play. So King Kong just put another battery in their back. And you see, after he did that shit, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? As soon as he did that dumb shit, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here, y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to, he said, well, we're gonna show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action, roll them. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time. All they got is time. Yo, they going to sit there, people sitting up there and they want something. See, people like a fix. They need that fix real quick. They want them to hurry up and charge Diddy with something or see what they got on him. The feds gonna take their time. May take 6 months, may take a year, may take 2 years. They got up to 3 years to bring their case up. They got 3 years. So they checking everything about them. They gonna dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel like he played a part in that video coming up. You know, him making a comment saying that, you know, they forgot to raid the house next door that his dad owned. Yeah, man, he was wilding out, man.
Yeah, I think he was just bullshitting. I don't believe he bought the house next door. Because let me just tell you something. If anything or any name that had to do with Bad Boy, the federal government gonna run that. They know all the properties Diddy have. They wasn't even talking about the raid that they did in New York, but they did a raid in New York too.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that raid. I only heard about the, you know, the LA and Miami raid. But you feel like the feds, they released that video over King Kong's comments.
Oh man, I've worked in law enforcement for 27 years. And I had the opportunity to see Haida. It's a place, whereas they have the state, the feds, the NYPD, the Department of Corrections, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss? You might think it's petty, but it's not. You do not agitate a lion with a pork chop. And that's what that kid did, bro.
Some people feel like, Diddy, he played a part in that video coming out too. Him being spotted with Stevie J, smiling at the camera. A lot of people blame him too.
But bro, what did I tell you? He's such a narcissist that he has to be in the public. Listen to me. They just caught him on TMZ today or yesterday or something like that, walking out and about. Now, I'm not telling the man what to do, what he couldn't do. I don't know if the government told he couldn't travel nowhere, he couldn't be nowhere and stuff like that. But why are you gonna go outside your own compound where TMZ and every other place is waiting on you? You're not gonna get any public sympathy. That's why he had that picture of him and his father around his neck. You're not gonna get no sympathy. You're done. Stick a fork in it. Call it a quit. Apologize to Big's mother for putting her son in that position that he loses his life. It's crazy. He better do a Russell Simmons.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that, man. They saying that he gonna pull a Russell Simmons.
We'd love to hear what you think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.